This video was made in partnership with Nuvi, who are just as obsessed with movies as we are.
No!
Worst movie by far of the franchise.
It should not be number 4.
There's some good scares in this one, to be honest.
Hey guys, Noah from WatchMojo here. I'm here with my esteemed colleagues Matt and Fernando, and we are ranking the movies in the Conjuring franchise. Who's ready to get spooky?
Spooky, spoopy, everything in between. Let's do this thing.
I'm so excited, but at the same time, I'm a little mad. You'll find out why. So I think we need a disclaimer that things will get heated in this episode of Rank.
One might say that there's a little bit of controversy afoot. Let's get it rolling! This video was made in partnership with Nuvi, who are just as obsessed with movies as we are. Head over to Nuvi.com for a closer look at all the movies everyone's talking about, plus trailers, tickets, games, and more.
I like things spicy, baby. Let's get this show on the road.
Number 7, The Nun.
Yeah, I mean, nothing lucky about number 7 for this one here. Ooh. Worst movie by far of the franchise. We all agree. At least we can thumbs up each other on that.
Yeah,
one.
I think
pat each other on the back.
There's some contentious stuff coming down the pipe, but like, we all kind of hate this movie, right? Like,
it's
Fern?
so bad, Fern.
Yeah, it is bad. I wouldn't use the word hate. However,
You're wrong. Good, we can argue about that.
No, but seriously, from the franchise, it is definitely the worst.
Yeah.
I do believe that I love the ambience of the movie. I love the setting in the Romanian castle.
I don't know. Yeah. See,
There you
look,
go.
I didn't even react
Oh! That is not what a cross is supposed to be used for.
to that. But see, this is just another one where the scare is kind of underplayed. Like, it just doesn't come across.
Exactly.
That's why it's disappointing, because they had all the elements for this to be such a great, scary movie, and they, to quote my friend Phoebe, they squandered it. It was garbage. It's so bad.
Did you say squander?
Yeah, I feel like
Squander?
it's
Oh
kind of
my
like, it's
god.
It's so weird because I was really hyped for this movie, especially knowing that Valak showed up, in another movie, and this was gonna be the origin story. I was so excited. I thought this was gonna be terrifying, but the scenes with Valak, they're just not effective.
No,
they don't
it's not
scare
scary.
you. She was scarier in The Conjuring 2. Once she got her origin, because I think this is an origin movie, I was very disappointed. I'm not saying it does have its scenes that are like this one. I love
Right out of the Conjuring 2 playbook, Shadow Along the Wall.
It takes everything that worked about the previous Conjuring movies and completely flattens it and
Squandered it.
All right, I think we've said everything we need to say about The Nun.
I don't want to say a single other word about this movie.
All right,
Same.
moving on. Coming in at number 6, Annabelle Comes Home. All right, so Annabelle Comes Home. The first thing I want to ask you guys is, how could you be so wrong about this movie? It's so good. It's really good. Number 6, come on.
You mean you actually didn't want to stay home after seeing it? Boo. Are you crazy? The only thing boo about this is you wanting this higher on the list, my friend.
You proud of that
Actually,
one?
I don't even
You
want
proud
to
of that
call
one?
you a friend right now. I'm proud of everything I say because I'm so clever.
right,
you know what
all right.
wasn't clever? This movie!
Annabelle Comes Home is straight up, in my opinion, one of the best movies in the Conjuring franchise.
my God.
It's got smaller stakes. It's like
Wow, that's a great sell.
Hold on, wait. But it allows for kind of you to connect more to the characters. You can kind of you get to explore the Conjuring mythology, all the different Warren stories without diving super deep into one, like in The Conjuring and Conjuring 2. It's kind of like this cabin in the woods approach to it, which is awesome.
If you got a chance to walk around this haunted ass room, you wouldn't take it? Like, come on. That's so cool.
Absolutely not.
I would, if I were forced to walk in it, I would be tippy-toeing across that mother like nobody's business.
Okay, so Gary Doberman in this movie takes all the hallmarks of James Wan's direction and applies it effectively to the movie. He makes it work. The kind of misdirects and stuff like that.
Terribly executed.
Come on.
I think the only scene that actually sort of scared me is the scene in the room when the lights start and then Annabelle is there, she gets up and then starts getting taller until it's a demon.
That's a really cool
That's
imaginative
not bad.
scare.
One!
Oh, yeah. She's the Pokemon. She just leveled up. Oh boy. Oh, the horns.
I will say this. The other memorable thing, which it should not be memorable, was a werewolf. What Conjuring movie has a werewolf?
This
This is
one
a movie
does.
about ghosts
This one
and
does.
demons, and there's
Annabelle
a
Comes
werewolf.
Home, baby.
You know what? I honestly felt like I was watching like a slightly more mature version, if you can even call that, of Goosebumps. This is the Conjuring Universe. This isn't a child's movie.
Honestly,
okay?
I don't think it fits in the universe
ridiculous.
whatsoever.
You know what?
Ridiculous.
I feel bad for you guys that you can't appreciate how heartfelt and how smart this movie is. Listen, there's this one scare where with the TV and there's the delay. That was scary, you know, and it's you see the. Okay.
Oh, you mean the TV scene in The Conjuring 2?
Okay, I think it's time to move on. I stan Annabelle Comes Home. Mad disrespect. Moving forward.
Should have stayed home.
Number 5, The Curse of La Llorona. So here's the thing. So The Curse of La Llorona, I find this one a bit odd because we all agreed on this in our ranking, which is like crazy because we barely agreed on anything.
I know.
But this one actually, like the critics didn't love this one. Critics, it didn't get super good reviews. Why? Like that's weird.
It's
no?
funny because when I first watched this, I kind of used The Nun as like a benchmark. As like, hey, I
How
don't
bad
expect
can
this
this
to
be?
be very good. I expect it to be better than The Nun. So let's go with that thought process. And I thought it was much better than The Nun. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
Oh, there we go. The scream.
Oh my God.
Perpetually bleeding eyes.
It really did.
Oh, she's been marked now too.
I didn't know what to expect because this is a urban legend.
Yes.
In all Latin America, but I'm from Mexico. I was growing up, and since I was a little kid, you would hear that if you would not behave, La Llorona would come and get you, and you in danger.
You in danger, girl.
I wasn't sure what the Hollywood spin was gonna be, so I was a little bit nervous that they were not gonna go into the full story, that they were just gonna try to make it this blockbuster like Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. And I was actually pleasantly surprised.
I think maybe my expectations were low just because the reviews had been like pretty abysmal. But you know, it's got like a pretty good Linda Cardellini performance who like
Yeah.
we
She's
stand Linda Cardellini. Shouts out to Linda
phenomenal.
Cardellini.
Man.
Come on, Linda
Look at
Cardellini,
her.
keep that door closed.
Honestly, protecting the children at all costs. She could be running down the stairs with them, but she's holding that shut.
I just like that it's like a classic ghost story.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It doesn't try to be too complicated. The car scene with the roll
Yeah.
down
Yes.
windows, that scene was some of the, like, maybe one of the best scenes in the whole Conjuring universe for
I would
me personally.
say that honestly, one
That
of
was
maybe the
great.
best horror movie scares maybe of the decade.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Oh, she's gone.
She gone. Oh, ceiling?
They're really ratcheting it up.
Ceiling ghosts.
Gee whiz.
The Curse of La Llorona, a respectable number 5. Moving on.
Rinsing.
Number 4, Annabelle.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah, I think
Annabelle.
We're gonna have
You
a lot
do
to-
not deserve to hold this. I am the one who deserves to hold this because I'm gonna tell you something. This movie is number 4. It should not be number 4.
Fern,
It is
why-
number 4
do
because
you
of
think
these
that?
two.
The
Leave your
world.
position.
Tell the world what number you think it should be, first of all.
This is wild. This is
Brace
absolutely
yourselves.
Number 1.
You're crazy!
Enough.
All of these movies are better than that
wild.
one.
The DVD
Not
box,
all of them,
the
but
DVD boxes, come on.
First of all, I'm gonna give my point and my notes. You throw them out.
you are ill prepared.
The reason why I think Annabelle should be number 1 is because when I first saw it, I wasn't too crazy about it, I have to be honest. But rewatching the whole universe that we are ranking, it definitely gave me more scares. It's more psychological than jump scares, and it deserves to be number 1. It's an amazing movie. It's kind of like Rosemary's Baby meets
So
Insidious.
then why don't I
She's
just
so-
watch Rosemary's Baby? Why
She-
don't I just do that?
Because we're not watching Rosemary's Baby.
I
We're
could
watching
just do that.
Annabelle.
Why would that not? I would panic immediately. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! There's some good scares in this one, to be honest.
I don't find this movie that scary. I find a lot of the scares in this movie a little cartoonish, a little silly, a little cheap. You got a lot of cheap.
You know
jump
what?
Give me one cartoonish, silly scare.
I'm on Fern's side here. I
You
do not
freaking
agree.
jumped on the couch when we were watching the scenes from that movie.
Yeah,
you
because
jumped.
it's
I don't think it's
Manson
number
thing?
one.
Come on.
It is a good movie. It's a decent movie, actually. It's perfect at number 4. One is
It
too
is
high,
not
but I
perfect at
will
number
agree with
4.
Fern that there are some really good scenes, like the whole basement elevator scene not working. That also is probably one of the scariest and best scenes in the universe.
Yes.
Even when she runs
Really?
up the stairs
Jeez.
and then the demon shows up like boom, like right in front of the frame. Thought it was great.
This is the scariest one. That's right at the bottom.
You got the reverse
Watch,
exorcist.
watch.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on. man.
That's my favorite moment in the whole movie.
It's such a good movie. It's so well made. The cinematography is the music. Oh my god. No. This movie for
Fern
me.
stands Annabelle.
I
This
mean,
is
I
surprising.
stand
he's trying
100%.
real hard. He's doing a great job at trying to sell it. To say that this
I
is
don't
the
need
best
to.
Conjuring Universe movie is one thing, but to even say it's the best Annabelle movie, that's
Come on.
that itself
That's too
much.
is
It is.
That's just too much.
ridiculous.
No, it
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I can't
You're
do it.
You'll see
ridiculous. I
can't
on the
do it.
rank. You'll see on the rank which is better.
The
and
rank-
they're gonna argue
the rank
the
is
hell out of that
definitively.
one. No pun intended. Actually, yeah, pun intended. Hell yeah.
Own it. You gotta own it.
Yeah.
All right, Annabelle, number 4, too high.
Number 1.
Too high. I'm caught on the cobwebs. Coming in at number 3, Annabelle Creation.
So freaking disrespectful.
Thank you, Fern. Fern, thank you.
I had to make a point.
Thank you.
I had to make a point.
Don't do it again. I swear to God.
Because Annabelle should not be at number 4.
Listen,
I am the
listen.
one who should have thrown everything, the table, you, everything.
Listen, I think 3 is actually a fair spot for this. I like the creepy haunted house vibes of it.
Yeah.
I like how it's a throwback to horror movies of old without being really cliched or
Yeah.
really, really indulgent in its kind of like laying on of different horror tropes and things like that.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, okay. It's fine.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Calm before the storm. Oh, jeez.
Is this as good as the original Annabelle? What do you think?
Listen,
You're teeing him up here.
I'm very conflicted because I love both of them, but it's a great origin story.
It is.
For sure. Like, it tells you exactly how it happened. You finally get to know what happened to Annabelle. And I love that. I love also how it starts with the little papers and they start giving you little clues here and there and you don't know what's going on. And that scene where she gets killed, oh my God, that's... You know, that's when they play with your heartstrings like that. I think that's when a movie is gonna be effective.
Matt, do you think it's fairly placed at number 3?
I think so. I think it is leaps and bounds better than the OG Annabelle.
Okay, we
I'm
did
so
this. We did
surprised
this.
that he's
We did
showing
this.
so much love to this one, to be quite honest.
No, because
But I appreciate it because deep down it means that you do know the truth.
You know,
Wishes she did.
this is just a great example of how this franchise uses sound in a way that's really effective and scares the bejesus out of you.
Yeah. I mean, way to go all film school on it, but yeah.
That's why I love this movie so much, because it is like it starts little by little, but it has so many good moments that they're not in your face, they're not scaring you so much, but it's just, they're so effective.
And I mean, I brought this up before, but I really think this has like the best child acting of like any movie in this franchise.
I'm gonna jump in
Yes.
on that. That's why I think this is the best Annabelle movie, because it's it's about the children, and we were talking about this like when we were watching the clips, that there's something inherently terrifying
Right, yeah.
about children in haunted demon situations.
Then you have the other layer of that. Most of the kids are really good, but one of them has polio. So she's small, vulnerable, gets attacked, and then she cannot walk.
Yeah, and then the ending is
Yes.
my God, the ending. Love that ending.
Yeah,
and then
amazing.
how it ties to the inferior Annabelle original.
That's why I also like the other Annabelle better, because when you watch them in the order you're supposed to watch them, not by release, but by decade. then you see Creation, and then you see Annabelle, it scares you more, Annabelle.
All right.
That is your problem. You
Viewers
guys
at
did
home,
not do
viewers
your
at home,
homework correctly, so fuck off.
Watch the movies in Fernando's order and tell us if Matt and I were wrong. I'm more than willing to be convinced. On that note, moving on, number 2. All right, now our number 2 pick.
Your number 2 pick, not
All right,
mine.
The Conjuring 2.
I wanted The Conjuring 2 to be at number 4. It did not.
What? My God,
It does
man.
not deserve number 2.
Matt, I remember you told me you thought this could even be higher.
Yeah,
Not much
I
room
will
left to
say,
go.
I don't know if I wanted it to be number 1, but it could easily be
How?
number
Like,
1.
how can you justify it?
Okay,
Oh my
one,
God.
it's exactly like the first Conjuring where the big baddie is a demon and a very good demon.
Valak has like one scene in this movie.
Really good Vera
For-
Farmiga performance in this too.
Yes,
I find her in
yes.
particular, she's like really the MVP because at the heart of this movie is kind of the Ed and Lorraine love story.
See, look how in love she is with him.
Sorry.
But she's also terrified because of her visions. He gonna die.
Just a nice moment.
Look at her. I love it. It's a love story.
When I first watched this movie, I absolutely loved it. I literally said, wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
On second watch and watching again in chronological order, I was like, this movie is too much. There's too many things happening.
No.
It's just too much. One after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. Oh, she's faking everything. They leave. Oh my God, no, they have to
She
go
had
back.
to do that to
No.
protect her family.
You know,
she had to do
No,
that.
I get
I
it, but
will say-
it's too much. There's too many things happening
but
in
here's-
one single movie. It's not
I will
effective.
side with
It's
Fern.
not effective.
I'm gonna side with Fern on this
Oh.
one, in the sense that this movie's 2 hours and 10 minutes long. It's pretty long for the rest. I mean, what do we got here? Come on,
Thank you.
Where's La Llorona? Give me La Llorona. This movie's like 90 minutes long. The Nun, sucky though it may be, is also like 90 minutes. Does a horror movie need to be
Okay,
almost
but I'm
2.5
also going to
hours
say
long?
this:
It
the
does not.
reason these
doesn't.
the reason these two are 90 minutes long is because they know they're going to be crap. So they're like, hey, let's not make it 2 hours. That's why the best directors in the world get all the runtime they want. And James Wan,
Does
who
it not
directed
feel
The Conjuring 2,
overindulgent?
directed
Does it
this
not?
one.
And I love how realistic it is because just like an old man, if a young girl were to change his stories, he'd be mad and turn the TV off too and change back to the station he was watching. So very realistic. Love it.
10 out of 10 relatable.
Yeah.
Matt thinks it could have been higher.
No. Why higher? There's too much. There's at the middle of the movie, it's like, okay, she's possessed again. It's like you get to that point where it's like it's not even scary anymore.
If you're a child and you're possessed by a demon on multiple occasions, that's pretty damn scary. That's all I'm going to say.
But that's what I'm saying. As a viewer, okay, of course it scares you in the beginning, but there comes a point where enough is enough.
The Conjuring 2, there's a reason it's not number 1. Coming right up.
Because of these two
Okay,
assholes.
all right. And our number 1 pick, drum roll, please. Actually, you can see it on the screen. It's number 1 is The Conjuring.
Annabelle!
Get it out of here. Get that out of here. It's The Conjuring, as it should be. Matt, it's The Conjuring. Number 1 is The Conjuring. We
I
know
mean, it's
this.
the quintessential.
When I was deciding my ranking, I was in between The Conjuring and Annabelle. Because I said, I'm not mad that The Conjuring is number 1 because it's like you said, it's the OG, it's what started this whole universe and everything. Which I'm not upset that it's number 1. However, like I said, in second watch, it's just again too long, too many scares. It is a good movie. I loved it when I saw it the first time. I was terrified, but once you see it again, then years later, you start noticing other things. And once you see the whole franchise together and you start putting the pieces together, you start realizing, oh, okay, maybe it wasn't as scary as I thought, or maybe it wasn't as good as I thought.
You can see why it'd be number 1. What are your favorite parts of this movie? What are some of your favorite scares? I mean, come on.
That's iconic.
Come on.
On the
number 1.
Blu-ray cover, this is the DVD cover. But on the Blu-ray cover, that's the cover. The cabinet scenes are tremendous.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
the
You
sleepwalking,
specifically
she goes.
shouted that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the best scene in the whole movie.
Okay.
Oh my God.
A few years ago when this came out, there's that bit when she's looking in the mirror, and then you close the mirror. You expect that the sort of demon is going to be in the mirror, and then she closes the mirror, and then there's the demons right there. And I think that's kind of what speaks to why this franchise works.
I hope you're going where I think you are.
It's a small microcosm of it, just in the sense that James Wan, in setting up scary elements, he takes exactly what you think is going to happen. You're like, oh, I bet she's going to turn around and the demon's going to be there. He takes that, keeps building, ratcheting up the tension, ratcheting, and then all of a sudden, getting you at the last minute. That's how you do a good jump scare.
He's not even doing anything. He's just ramping up the scares. It's amazing.
Well, that's how you build up,
Yeah. The silence. Oh my gosh. I don't like that.
Jump scares could be cheap, but every single one in this movie is done to
It's
absolute
impactful,
perfection.
It's meaningful. This movie's impact can't be denied. I think a lot of future filmmakers are going to look back on this movie and say, I watched The Conjuring when I was a kid, and that was the reason I wanted to make movies.
It's the it's the MCU of the horror world, man.
No, that's taking it too far. Name
one other successful horror franchise universe.
No, but we're not talking about the franchise. We're talking about The Conjuring, our number one. Seriously, Annabelle is so much better.
Yeah,
no,
come on.
Guys, we did the ranking. We ranked it. It's over. The Conjuring's number one. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for watching Ranked. Tell us what you think in the comments. If you agree with our ranking, if you disagree with our ranking, please let us know. And a special shout out, of course, to our sponsor, Nuvi.
This video was made in partnership with Nuvi, who are just as obsessed with movies as we are.